welcome back to the channel. My name's Casey. We finally have managed to get our hands on a new Ineos Grenadier, as you can see behind me. Huge thanks to my friend Mason.
Woo!
He has brought by his new Grenadier, and it's got some cool goodies. Mason is the president of Capit and was graceful enough.
He twisted my arm.
Okay. I twisted his arm to bring it by so you guys can have a look at it. So today we're going to do a little walk around. My first impressions, I've never seen an Ineos Grenadier yet. I haven't seen the inside. I haven't sat in one. So this will be a walk around from an actual Jeep owner's perspective, because we have, for you guys that haven't seen the channel before, we've got a couple Jeeps that I take out off-roading and camping. And I really just want to see one from someone who actually goes off-roading, so from someone who owns a Jeep, and have a look at this new Grenadier, because it is really cool looking, this thing behind me. So how long have you had this?
2 weeks Wednesday.
2 weeks, and you've already got the alley cab. Is that the Gen 3R on the roof?
Gen 3R on the top. Right,
and
correct.
all the accessories, bells and whistles.
Yep.
You guys have all of the alley cab and overland accessories that anybody might want. So
and then some, and a lot more stuff.
And then a ton of other stuff.
A ton of other stuff.
And soon to be Grenadier parts.
Exactly. Yeah, coming soon.
Cool. Well, let's show these guys your new rig. First of all, what is this color, Mason?
This is called the mushroom white.
Now, Ineos really had a lot of interesting colors, and this is like color names. And this color is, you were saying it kind of sparkles red in the dim light?
During the summertime, it's got that desert look, that khaki look, but during the evening, it's kind of got like a little rose color to it.
Yeah.
A little hue to it.
Well, maybe the sun will go down as we're talking and we can see it, but it's sort of like it is mushroom. It's not white, like certainly compared to the JL next to us. That is super bright white. I really like this color, but I'm just looking at the styling. When you pulled in the driveway, I was like, man, that is a sharp looking rig. I really like the new Grenadier. And so let's just talk about some of the features that we have. Let's go around the front. Now, you don't have the winch on here,
I do not have the winch on there.
You don't have the winch. So winch is an optional accessory you can get with the Grenadier from the factory. You can basically buy this thing ready to go wheeling. We got the Halo front headlights. It's almost look like JW speaker headlights that
very similar
mods for the JKs back in the day. And then we've got a very Land Rover-esque front styling. These must be fog lights.
Yeah, they're fog lights.
Additional fog lights on the front.
Yeah.
And then we've got some checker plating. So we can walk on the hood. You've got the snorkel option. So that's a factory snorkel you can get with the Grenadier.
Yeah.
Keep the air intake out of the dust, but if you get a little bit too deep in the water, you're safe. Now this is something interesting that I saw, and I imagine there's going to be a lot of aftermarket coming.
There is a lot of stuff right now. Obviously, these vehicles have been in Europe for well over a year, so there's a lot of stuff. In North America, in the States, they just came out about 3-4 months ago, so stuff is slowly coming over for that. But so
this is really like a whole track system. It's like almost like a T-track they have on the side.
I think it's like they call it an L track or something.
L-track. Well, some alphabet letter track. Just a push button handle, not like the pull handles on the Jeeps, more like the older JK style handles. And then from the factory, very basic steely wheel. And then we've got BF Goodrich all-terrain tires on here. So this is a 265/70 R17, which I think is just slightly below a 33-inch tire from the factory. And are you putting bigger tires on here?
Oh, we have to. Come on, in a few days' time.
So we managed to actually catch this before it was modified, before it was lifted.
I can't leave anything alone.
This is not part of the factory with the rooftop tent.
No.
But I really like, and I was reading, I don't know what the capacity is on the weight, but they have these little cutouts that they've put on the roof here. And basically no rack necessary, just get the alley cab accessories and bolt your frame and tent.
Yeah, you use the existing hardware here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a rubber washer on the inside so it still seals it off, but it's a nice solid rack. And you don't need a platform rack up there.
So that's sitting right on the roof from the factory. And then you've got some grab handles on the side here, which are super useful.
And then something else here in the Trial Edition as well.
Whoa.
Pre-run wiring.
What?
For all the switch panels that we'll show you inside the cab there. But there's 2 on each side here and 1 on the other side, and you can operate them individually so you can have lights up top there if you want.
I feel like Jeep needs to take some notes from Ineos on some of these little design features.
Yeah.
So you can just wire whatever you want into
whatever you want. Yeah.
From
they're
the
using
factory.
that, I think they pronounce it a Deutsch connector or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's all you have to do is plug in there, and then you can mount it on here, wherever you want, and away you go. You can
so this is super simple, just to slap a rooftop tent onto.
Heck yeah.
And some accessory lighting, and you can mount whatever you want on the side. I don't. What would you even mount on the side? Fuel cans, armor plating.
Well, there's some panels that are coming out, so they hook onto the rails here, and then they hook into the track here, so you can put traction boards here, or
super cool.
roto packs, whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't know what this would be for. Maybe a side table or something like that.
You know, you don't have to do anything with adding any holes to the side of your new rig.
Yeah.
And there you go. Now, what about? I want to have a look underneath these things because I wasn't sure. So what do we have for rocker panels? And,
there is none right in
sliders?
there.
No love. No. So you'd have to bolt something on for sliders underneath the sides. So before anybody asks if you haven't been following Ineos Grenadier, these are solid front axles as well, so no IFS. So it's drives sort of like a Jeep, sort of like a G-Wagon, not like a Toyota. But that is gonna give you the most flex and off-road capability, which is why Jeep still has the solid front axle, although I'll probably get comments about that and the Bronco's capabilities. So this doesn't have a removable roof. This is a fixed roof that's not quite like a Jeep, but you have this cool hatch in the back. So this factory?
That is factory with the Trial Master.
Get a factory, and that's Trial Master. I've had to correct people because everybody kept calling it the Trail Master, and it's not.
No.
It's Trial with an IA, not
correct.
So we got a full-size spare on the back, a little plastic cover. Now, can we climb on this?
Yeah, go for it.
So you climb all the way up to the top?
Yeah.
You know, that's super handy for opening up your tent and pulling it down and putting it away too. So you don't have to worry about standing on your bumper, which is a thing if you don't have a aftermarket bumper with some steps on it.
Well, it's also cool, like if you have your tent up top there, you don't necessarily have to have the ladder coming down. If it's a quick late at night arrival, forget the ladder. Just climb up there, jump in, you're
Never
golden.
even thought of that. Or even if just like you want to get stuff out of it. A couple of camping trips ago, my friend Gretchen had her tent with the ladder in it, but it was way up at the front. And so she was trying to climb up and jump in without any ladder. So if you're storing your ladder in your tent, as you guys know that do that, it can be difficult to get it out if you don't have a good place to climb up and into your rig. So with this is super cool. You just kind of easily step up. You can climb up, and like you said, you could climb right into the tent if you wanted, or grab stuff out of it, or put your foot on the spare tire and climb into it.
Yeah.
But then we have is anything gonna fall out of here?
No, it should be good.
So we've got a split trunk. Look at that.
Yeah,
and then the other tailgate side pops open. So you don't have to open up the whole back. As you can see, you could fit an entire fridge in the back of this.
Sideways. and widthwise.
There you go. So tons of cargo room. Like, this is a whole fridge and freezer in here, plus some other stuff. Oh, we got ARB. I need an ARB pump. Is this a pump?
Yeah, it's a portable.
Get some souvenirs on the way. So lots of room for cargo back here. What do we got going on here? So this is your inside release. So you can get out from the inside. What's this? This isn't factory, is it?
No, it is not. This is by Alucab as well. Drop down table.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You've got the slide out.
Yeah, we've got a slide out as well. Yeah.
So Alucab is already ahead of the game with the Grenadier accessories.
Oh yes.
That's super clean. Look at that.
And then you got a little storage pocket here. This is from the factory. There's a little plastic cover that goes over here, but we took it off, and I think we're gonna spice rack this is a brand new design.
That's a brand new one.
Brand new one. We actually had to air freight this thing in so I can put it in here. So it's the first one in Canada.
Oh, really? Yeah. And this is one of on top of that, this is one of the first Grenadiers in Canada, like very early one.
Yeah, very early ones.
Yeah. So are they gonna come out with these for Wranglers?
It'll be the same thing.
That's a super cool design.
It'll be the same thing. It'll just be a different mounting bracket.
Yeah.
So the table is universal. Cool. It's just a mounting bracket for the door.
Plate behind it.
Yeah, plate behind it.
Look at that. Slick. No rattles.
Nope.
And then you've got we've got a big gas strut holding this door open. So if you guys are worried about this thing closing on you, you have to pull it. It's not gonna just fall on you if you're at a bit of an angle. What about this one?
No.
It's just stiff.
Yeah.
Tow hitch down here, skid plates or just plates, not skid plates?
A little bit of protection there.
A little protection for the muffler, because we got a muffler coming across here. Looks like some resonator underneath. But yeah, you got a knob here.
That is a NATO style plug, so that's for portable winches. It's wired up.
No way.
Yeah, so it's pre-wired right now. Unscrew this.
What?
Come on. There you go.
Look at that.
And it's pre-wired for a remote, for portable winches, so you can move from the front door to the back.
Huh. I had no idea that was a thing on here.
2-inch receiver,
Yeah,
obviously.
and this is a beefy receiver, so if you're gonna hit that on anything when you're off-roading.
Yeah. And then you got your trailer plugs wiring
Regular
here.
trailer plugs on the other side. That's handy. We'll deal with that in a minute. So you got a massive rear cargo area. So no flip-up glass like a Wrangler, just two side opening doors. I'll close her back up. Do you have, does it matter which door? Oh, what else do you have?
These tie downs. So this is the style.
Oh, okay. So that's so this is what goes into the sides.
Yeah. So this is the same that's in the cargo, like the cargo tracks. Right
Okay.
here.
Okay.
And then you can plug those things in.
So we're just looking at these little guys. And that goes anywhere inside the rear cargo, on the side of the truck.
Yep.
I was gonna sit. I just about to sit on the side of the Jeep.
Right there.
Look at that. And
So you can hang your tarps. Hey, a hammock. Yeah.
How do you get that out of there? With one hand, you gotta use two hands.
Yeah.
There you go. And the thing is, like, you don't have to leave that on there. So you just get to camp, you want to tie a few things on.
Exactly.
You've got little accessories. I imagine the aftermarket world for this is gonna go crazy with little ideas that just tie into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Close her up. Let's see. You have to close in that order, obviously, otherwise the tailgate's gonna hit the side. Interesting design in the back. Man, that looks super military. I like that. It's super cool. And so we got like a drip rail all along the top. So here's the big problem with the Jeeps is when you open your door all the time, water runs straight down here, where on this, it's gonna channel out to the front of the windshield and down. I don't know if you don't have a Jeep, so you don't experience that challenge.
I have had a Jeep, and I got rid of it for that reason. No, I'm just kidding.
For that one reason alone. Yeah, every time it's raining, I get in, and my thigh is covered in water from the water dripping down.
Yeah, gotta wear rain pants.
So there it is there, just in case anybody was disputing. Trial Master. Let's have a look under the hood. Do you need to pop it from the inside?
So it's kind of unique. You got to pull the lever twice in order to open it up.
2 clicks.
So one to open it up, and usually you go up front to do the lever.
Yeah.
Up front, you don't have to pop it up again. Now you just push it right up.
So you don't need to release it all. You just got to do the
That's why there's the 2 clicks underneath there.
So the Grenadiers are powered with a BMW platform that's hiding under this giant black Grenadier cowl somewhere. So they didn't develop their own motor. They went with a
tried, true, and tested.
Exactly.
Bulletproof, so to speak.
You'll find these in all kinds of things. I think this is the same motor in the Super, just not as powerful.
Yeah, it's detuned.
Yeah,
is what it is.
Detuned. Yeah. More reliability, less power. So.
So the nice thing about this, obviously, we got this. All right, but then we've got something else here too. If we really want to work on something,
do a full. Oh, look at that.
Oh, I put it on the wrong way here. Now you can have the hood completely up, straight up and down, and now you can reach in there, stand on the fender, really get in there. So now it's straight up and down.
I feel like we're finding more little quirks and features than the Doug DeMiro video had about all of the Grenadier quirks and features. So I didn't know that either. So that's cool. So that's detachable. The roof strut is detachable.
Yeah.
And then you can.
Yeah, it's just so if you want to get underneath there, but I don't know who'd want to get underneath there and try and work on that.
I tell you, if you're doing some wiring and you got to do anything up in this area, that is super handy.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
On the Jeep, whenever I have to do that, you flip the hood all the way up, but it has to rest on the windshield.
You put something in there. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Well, there you go. I'm glad you know more about your vehicle than I do.
Hey, I'm learning as I go here.
Now let's go look at the interior. We'll take a look. I'll show you guys. I'll take the driver's seat. So I was looking at our door cards here. We've got some room for stuff in the side. All our controls are on the doors. So unlike the Jeeps, where the Jeeps are all the controls are in the middle, fairly standard looking, push-pull buttons. You got your lock stuff on the doors as well. Whoa, there we go. So this is like one of the coolest things on this, I was gonna say Jeep again. The overhead console and you've got the Safari windows in this model.
Yeah, just pop right up.
Oh, look at that. Do they come out?
They do, but I can't take them out because I got the rooftop tent on.
Oh.
But yeah, you can take them out. So basically, if you feel like you're in a Safari, you can stand on the seat, pop out there and get your specs of them, look around.
You could drive around standing out of this.
The old Ace Ventura style.
Wow, I don't know. I'm just trying to take all of this in right now. There's so much going on this console. I'm going to talk about it and cut some B-roll over top of this. But so this, I'm guessing we've got built-in switches for 500 amps. Is that the winch?
That's for the winch.
So you got so it's not only just it's a 500 amp connection, but also you can turn it off. It's
Correct.
not always power.
It's not always power.
That's cool. And then some of these probably do the sides.
Yeah, you betcha. So I don't know which ones they are, but you've got interior 1, 2, interior 1, 2. So there's pre-wired outlets here down the bottom kick panels apparently.
Oh.
And you've got some exterior ones. So exterior 2 and 3, 4 and 5.
Yeah. So we got 25 amps
Yeah.
on the outside, and then you can do some stuff on the inside with 10 amps. And then I'm gonna guess this is like a master power.
So correct. It's a master power. So if you have a fridge in the back, you can leave your power on all the time, and your fridge is going 24 hours a day until you power it off.
Yeah. But running off your car's battery.
Correct. There's 2 batteries in the Trailmaster.
Oh, there's 2 batteries
There's
from
2.
the factory.
There's 2 batteries.
Are they isolated from each other?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see it. We're gonna go back. I want to have
they're
another.
underneath the back seat. We can easily rip
No.
the gear out.
So 2 factory batteries.
Yes.
With isolator.
Yeah.
So really, what do you need to do with this other than put a tent on the top and go camping?
Hook solar
Not
up.
too much. Yeah, a little bit of solar.
Yeah, you can hook solar up to the back if you want, and then
They
there you
really
go.
thought of everything. So also up here we have diff locks. So we've got some front and rear locker controls.
Yeah, front and rear.
Now my understanding is there's something you need, like you've got to be careful turning these on, or there's a special sequence.
It's no
to use
different
them.
than an A or B system. You always got to lock the rear first, and then you can engage the front
Okay.
with the lockers. That's how it always works. But in order to do this, the transfer case right here, you've got 4 high and 4 low. It's 4, like it's all-wheel drive. So you're 4 high, and then you've got your lock. So you can actually lock this if you want as well. So you got center differential. So now you've got 50-50 power front and rear. When that's in the lock position, then you can start operating your lockers.
Oh, so you lock it into the four-wheel. Okay.
Yeah, your center differential lock, which is your transfer case, and then you can operate the lockers.
This is like, it's like a fighter jet
Yeah.
interior. I really kind of boggled at coming in here.
It's literally like a pre-flight checklist.
Yeah.
When you want to engage something, there's a system in how to do everything.
And everything in here. This is all aluminum, or is this plastic?
I think it's
can't
plastic.
tell. Yeah, it's plastic with some rivets on here. But Jeep needs to take some notes from this design, because there's some really cool features in here.
This
What
one
else
right
we
here.
got? Yeah.
So if you've got a load in the back, you can actually adjust your low beams on the front.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like if you're loaded heavy in the back there, and when you're towing something, the lights are always pointing to the sky. You can actually lower the lights and then motorize, and it'll tip your headlights down.
So you can stop getting high beam by everybody coming
Exactly.
on traffic.
Yeah, exactly.
So what else we got? We got interior lights up here. We've got some
lights
dome light switches. We got, turn this off, traction control. These speakers.
Downhill sense.
Some speakers in there.
That's probably for the hands-free CarPlay
Oh,
and
yeah,
all that type of stuff.
And then we got a downhill control. So everything is a real nice big fat switch that you can hit with gloves on or whatever you're doing. Water weighting mode.
So what that does is it starts turning everything. So we got off-road mode. Off-road mode, what happens is you can actually hit this, hold it, and you can actually, it'll disable all the bells and whistles on this thing. So you can actually go off-roading at a crawl pace, and your seatbelt light won't go off.
Oh.
It won't go ding,
So
ding,
I
ding.
can get rid of the little bottle opener that I put in my
Exactly, or looping it behind you or whatever it is. But yeah, that'll disarm that, so it's kind of a cool feature.
That is cool.
Waiting, what happens is when you're forging through deep water, it'll turn off the fan. It'll shut down some other accessories too, because you don't want that water spraying up or all over the place. So that shuts the fan off, and it does some other things, which I'm honestly, I couldn't remember what the salesman was telling me. It was just a blur.
To be honest, I'm impressed with how much you've gotten to me this far. I've read about these, but there's stuff that I'm still learning just from talking to you about this. That's cool. So you probably have to adjust this, or is this your new height?
That's
710?
That's my new height.
Okay, and then we've got your
that's the factory height right
factory
there.
Height,
yeah, and width. So I put that on there because
we don't have anything in front of us. Is this this is a little screen?
Yeah, that's all your warning lights.
Okay. So we've got a little tiny screen. This is about the size of a chocolate bar right here. But our main screen, can we
just turn it on.
Flash her up. There we go. Oh, let's start it. We don't want to run it. Oh, there we go. We got to see all the lights here. And then kill the fan.
Then we've got our compass. Watch this.
Oh, look at that.
So the compass moves. So it rotates 360 degrees. So you've got your heading in there, and then you've got your altitude up top.
So we got our main screen here in the front. We got a bit of a sunbeam on here for you guys. No fancy colors. Everything is very basic, very utilitarian. Yeah. So if this is a full touch screen, this is I don't know what do you say, about a 12, 13-inch screen on the dash here.
Yeah, by 5-inch type thing.
Yeah. And so we got our speed, shows all our gears, fuel, temperatures, remaining range. And then we've got our pitch and roll meters here. And it's warning us that we're not wearing seatbelts.
Correct. So then we can scroll through this. So we've got you know, BMW people, you can go by this. It's like a mouse. You've got everything at your fingertips, or you can go by this as well.
I like that because then you're not fumbling with the touch screen all the time.
Yeah, I find myself either doing this if I'm in a hurry. If not, I'm relaxing. I'll do it by this. Still trying to get used to it.
I see they've spelled tire wrong though. So we've got all the fun features. Is it wireless CarPlay?
Yes, it is.
Oh, good.
Yes, it is. Yes, you can still plug it in though.
Yeah. I really like that you can do this down here and you can navigate around. Oh, we're just
you can go through more screens.
So a bunch of screens here. Down. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Yeah, so this is a tracker path also. So it's like not necessarily a GPS, but it can follow a path and drop waypoints and stuff like that. And you can actually download those. I can't remember what file prefix they use.
GPX or something like that.
Something like that. I can't remember what it is. Yeah.
So it's great the Ineos Grenadier has a built-in mapped application, but if you don't have a Grenadier and you want something a little bit more versatile that you can use on your mobile device or tablet and take it between vehicle to vehicle with you, check out Onyx Off-Road, an easy to use, free to download app that you can get on your mobile device or your tablet, or you can load it up on your computer at home and pre-plan your routes, add points of interest, and you can share where you've been or where you're going with all of your friends. You can download it by going to this QR code on the screen right here, and if you want to upgrade to their Elite membership, use the code KC250 to save a few bucks. So scrolling down, we've got the latitude and longitude, which I can't show you guys because you'll find where we are, but also altitude of your, looks like the altitude you traveled. I'm guessing you went over the Malahat there because of that height in the middle. And then what's the deal with the electric? So it's showing us we're discharging some electrical right now.
Yeah.
9 amps. Is that, you got something running in here?
Oh, we got the ignition on.
Oh, we got the ignition on. Okay.
That's why.
So, and then if we flip this switch,
no, nothing's
charged, but or plugged in, but it would show you.
It would show a voltage drop, obviously, if there's a load on it.
Right. That's super cool.
Yeah. So battery temps and the state of charge as well. And
so that would be for both batteries. One battery.
I'm not too sure.
Don't know yet. You gotta figure it out. So, but that's good because if you got two batteries in here, it can show you just the state of how much power you've got.
And then you got your vehicle settings here also. So here you can just go through everything. Your display settings, vehicle functions, acoustic settings, communications.
There's your file transfer for your Pathfinder.
Yeah.
So the rest of the dash carries a lot of the same styling cues all the way down here. We got big fat buttons for our heated seats, which we don't need right now. I thought somebody told me there was no heated seats, or is it there's no heated steering wheel?
No heated steering wheel.
That was the one thing. No heated steering wheel. Come on. But you know, everything's big buttons here. There's fan, temperature control, all the HVAC. I like these little fighter jet protectors for the button. So if you can hit your hazard button in the middle.
You just need that missile switch.
Yeah, it's hidden. Now this is I think the most controversial part of this whole design is the BMW shifter. And I'm curious if they'll do something different in the future. But this is the same with like the Toyota Supra as well. Like they have the same BMW shifter, and in the Supra I think it kind of makes sense, but in here everything else with all the styling that's going on with the interior, it really kind of sticks out. It's the one drawback. I wonder why they can't put something else different on there. To note, look at this locking.
Yes.
So you can lock your center console. So I was just thinking about the seats because we've been sitting in them for a few minutes. These are really comfortable seats, like compared to the Wrangler, much more comfortable. Lots of leg bolstering underneath. These seats come out quite a bit. And on the sides, that was the other thing I noticed, like we've got really good side bolstering. Oh, we're all over the place here. Really good side bolstering on the sides of your chest and stuff. So kind of keep you from rocking around a little bit. This is more like what the Mojave seats are like that we have in the Demonator over there. Much more bolstered than a Wrangler seat. They're not as flat and wide feeling as the Bronco seats. But you are sitting very upright, and you've got your seat way back because you're tall like I am. I'm 6'2". If you guys watch my Wrangler video, we reviewed the new 2024 Wranglers. I'll put a link up in the corner. They have a piece that comes across here that if you're pretty much over 6 foot or you have a high or a tall torso, your head hits this thing right here. It's crazy. It's lots of room all around. And then, you know what else I noticed is because of the way this window slants, this is almost sort of like a forward-looking window. It's not just a sunroof.
No.
You're almost getting some forward visibility.
It does
out of
allow a lot of light in.
Yeah, I bet. That's super cool.
It's like you're in a 747 or an airline. You just get the full wraparound view.
This really feels like a cockpit.
It does.
What is this? That's the baby honk?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you just, when the bikes are in the way,
Yeah.
you've got
Give them a little toot.
the red toot. Oh my goodness. So we've got all the steering wheel controls on here as well as the toot button. We have controls in the back. No,
Nope.
everything's just in the front so you can see where it is. You can see what you're pushing, all our cruise control settings.
Another nice feature about this steering wheel, obviously it's electric up and down, but it's telescoping as well.
So you can actually bring it back to you. So when you are bigger and taller, sitting way
you're not
back from the
reaching.
pedals, you're not reaching 4 miles out. And then we've got a little thing here on the top to make sure you know that you're top dead center.
Yeah.
I feel like in 6 months, we'll have to come back and make an Easter egg video because you're gonna find things just like the Wrangler, but there's just tons of little features and quirks and all that kind of stuff in here. But I want to give you guys just my quick first impression as a Jeep owner, as someone who's owned multiple Jeeps, spend how many tons of hours off-roading and driving around and reviewing vehicles. First look at the Ineos Grenadier. I think the only downside of this is the price tag, which
Yes.
we'll put right here, which is it's a little bit more than the Wrangler. Where can these guys find you online?
Shop.capit.com.
If you do have a Grenadier and you're in Canada, that's where you'll find any Alucab accessories and tons of other overland parts and pretty much anything you're gonna fit your new rig with. So leave me some questions down in the comments below, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Hit subscribe because we're always reviewing cool new stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.